Hello and welcome to another bonus episode of Hockey Inside Out. Are you concerned that the Habs special teams have not shown much improvement throughout the year? Rick, what's your thoughts on all this?
Well, I pay more attention to the penalty killing situation after working with it before. And I obviously at 28th in the league and seeing some of the things that are happening, they're going to continue to happen if they don't try and tweak a couple of things. And when I say that, I mean, I look at some of the other teams that are really effective on their penalty killing, and they are, whether it's LA or Boston, they are in a very, very aggressive rotation on their penalty killing to the point where they do upset the opposition because they don't know whether they're coming or they're going, and that's a bonus. Their power play, yes, they're getting some movement. Again, still a little bit more predictable and looking for the same guys over and over that are going to probably get a chance to score. But that area overall is an area that they've struggled at all year, and at the second half of the season, let's try and change something up to see if they can get better results.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about the PK than the power play, like Rick. I mean, last season they ranked 29th on the penalty kill at 72.7%. Heading into the game against Philadelphia this week, they ranked 28th at 72.7%, the exactly where they were last year. Power play is more about skill, whereas penalty killing, when Rick played it and coached it, he knows a lot more about it than I do, but it's more about just hard work. And you're right, Rick, they're just so passive, especially down low. You see teams pass it down low and they just sort of let the guy attack it to the net. There's no, they need to be much more aggressive, in my opinion. It's like the other teams just passing it around like they're the Harlem Globetrotters, and the Washington Generals are sort of trying to play defense against them, right? They got to make a change there. And, as I said, the power play I'm not as concerned about. I mean, there's teams in the NHL with a lot more offensive talent than the Canadiens that also struggle on the power play. Power plays can be sort of weird. They have improved this year. They were 16.1% last year. They were 17.9% this year. So we're seeing improvements on the power play. But the penalty killing, man, that just kills you. If you're giving up one or two power play goals every game, it's really hard to win in this league.
Yeah, it is. I think we will see the penalty kill improved once Raphael Harvey-Pinard comes back in the lineup. He's probably the best penalty killing forward on the team outside of Jake Evans. And I think that we haven't really heard much about him since he went down with injury because he had 0 goals in the season, but he's a little fire plug or like a fire starter or something. Like he kind of is a Swiss Army knife. He fits everywhere in the lineup. He does his job. He makes things function better. And his aggressiveness on the PK just really changes the dynamic. Jake Evans is really aggressive, but everyone else is kind of passive. And passive PKs don't work very well. Sorry, right now. The special teams don't concern me too much. I'm with Stu and Rick there. The power play looks a little bit better, a little bit more creative. It's just kind of like waiting for them to figure it out fully. There's more they have to work on, but it's probably not a high priority for Marty and the group right now anyway. They're more worried about even strength coming back up to where they were a few weeks ago. So it's a concern, but overall probably not that big of a concern long term. I think you can always find a way to improve your special teams. I'm not sure that the coaches that they have running these special teams will be the coaches that'll be there when they're in a contention situation.
Well, let us know what you think. Are you concerned about the special teams? Leave it in the comment section below, and make sure you go to Hockey Inside Out to check out our full episode.